What has a hazelnut in every bite?
An M&M?
Do, 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 do.
An M&M.
M&M.
Why have I got the chat over my face? This doesn't seem
You
fair.
weren't here on Friday, so we used your box. Oh, sorry.
My box is out of bounds. To anyone but me.
Chandler, you do realise you've got an image at the side of you?
Oh, have I? Yeah, sorry. There we go.
So this week, if anything happens to my Skype feed, it's Skype and not my computer because I've upgraded. Way.
Okay, so we can't blame your computer then. So
no, we can't blame the computer this time. It's definitely Skype if it's this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Guildfly. Jar Fox 1, hey up. Or is it hey up?
I think that's John Fox, meaning...
It is John Fox.
Meaning, hey up, because he's a Leeds lad.
Hey up.
Bonjour.
Not wrong with Leeds, except for their football team.
Shit ton better. I mean, the camera is still having a hissy fit every now and then.
Torrell, as always. As always.
Jono's always gorgeous. He's like the beautiful one in the group.
Hang on, wait. Hang on, we're all talking away.
Yeah.
And I've got everyone muted because... Right, Jono, you should have audio now.
You're telling me you muted everyone, basically?
Yeah, no, because I had to take Cass off on Friday.
All right,
I put it on Jono, and now... Oh, blimey, that's an early start.
I was saying things and people were replying, so I wouldn't have been muted.
Cheers for the bitties, Pete.
That's creepy.
It started.
I nearly didn't turn up tonight.
Really? Why not?
What do you mean Jono is silent?
Am I
First
seeing
I'm
this?
Muted.
No, I think you're... Is he one of your viewers? Are you usually a gobshite?
Gaz is actually Gaz Levers from Suicide, Nameless Mods, King's Custard.
There we go. Good evening, sir.
I know Gaz will drop a follow. It's good egg.
OMG. Are you all seeing what I'm seeing?
What?
That's Diddy.
Diddy!
Yeah, so the story is, and Diddy won't mind me telling you, his family went and bought him a new iPad for his birthday. And it has enough iOSs, as he likes to say, to download the Twitch app and therefore watch our beautiful, beautiful show twice a week. And it's just beautiful. He texts me with such glory. I mean, I get it. Like,
I'm really profusely sorry, but who's Diddy?
Okay.
I did apologise first.
Diddy's OG. He's a buddy of mine who lives in the same area as I do, so I know him outside of Vape Talk. But he's been watching longer than I've been on the show.
All right, fair enough.
Dedication.
That's fine.
Dedication.
Surely it's dedication.
Diddy,
it's an absolute pleasure.
I did think that, Torrell. iOSs. I did think that.
That's how he said. He goes. I've got fresh iOSs on my iPad.
Can someone dump a Twitch link into the into the Facebook group, because we've not been doing that. Get in the bin.
Oh, that's bad.
Get in the bin. We need to get t-shirts made with Get in the Bin.
I'm on it.
Can we have just VT? No, Get in the Bin across the front and VT UK logo on the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Or get in the VT UK on the front, get in the bin across the back. Can we have like a wheelie bin logo thing going on? That could be good.
What? Where you wheelie bin?
A wheelie bin to China. Anyway.
Here we go with the casual racism. It's.
Oh yes.
It's Tuesday night. You know what?
It is.
You know what? I'm so used to Fridays being so laid back and relaxed. Andrew.
Chill.
Andrew.
It's starting to filter through into the Tuesday show. Have you noticed?
Where I'm just like, nah, I don't give a shit. Let's just.
I still
we
think that this needs to revert back. Don't you?
People, the public have paid for this.
End of the month.
Yeah. No. Definitely no. It needs to revert back.
The first show after the iOS meet, it will revert back because they paid for the end of the month.
Do you know what? That's a fair that's a fair play. That is fair play.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Sorry.
missed the good old days, i.e. Friday, when chat was in the top right box.
Oh shit!
You know what? Friday. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed Friday night. Friday was just.
Oh.
I've not laughed so much in a long time. No, forget that. But the whole evening, I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Friday night. I think it was.
It was fun. It was
good fun.
It was a good show. I really enjoyed that.
You know what? Up until 2 minutes before we went live, we weren't. I wasn't coming on. I'd had enough. I was fed up.
No, you weren't.
I was annoyed. It was like, no, fuck it, we ain't doing it tonight. And then Jono's like, what? I went on to Jono's stream and he sat there playing South Park or something. And he was like, what are you doing? Get on the show. It was like, no, can't be asked. He's like, no, you're going to go on the show. So we can all thank Jono for that. Is it tonight we're going to announce Jono as our full-time replacement, as our proper host?
It is.
Well, he's got his name in the corner. I mean, it's fairly.
What? Did anyone else hear that?
I just heard a weird laugh.
No,
Yes.
no, you didn't hear that.
So yeah, it's official that Jono is now our perma member from tonight.
Thank you very much, guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you.
There we go. Couldn't stop laughing. Andrew, I did too. Finally have something to do on Fridays. I heard it. Well done, Jono. Yeah, congratulations.
I nearly wet myself Friday.
I couldn't breathe. Right. So the closest I've been to that amount of laughing was the inhalation of a drip tip.
Oh. Having said that, I saw this bloke the other day at work. No, it was at the car boot I was at. Right.
You work at a car boot?
No, I didn't work at a car boot, but this bloke basically he'd got his vape, and he was vaping it like this.
Oh, deep throating it.
Yeah, and I'm like, now I can now completely understand how somebody inhaled their drip tip, because if your drip tip's loose and you're going, oh, what's going to happen to it?
I think this might have to be reverted to Friday's show if you carry on, Chandler.
Yeah. Mark, I think I might have a sip of my refreshing beverage at the beginning of the show. Only Mark gets that.
Right, okay. Stop moving!
Right. What are we vaping on, peeps? Jono, you go first.
I'll go first. Basically, same as last week. I'm still on the Invader 4. I'm still loving it. Although it did take a flying journey in the van earlier this week. Because I had to... In fact, it was yesterday. I had to slam on the brakes because I wasn't paying attention to what we're doing. And not only did my monkey bag fall over, but the mod shot out of the bag as well. So it went in the footwell. But...
What's a monkey bag?
Monkey bag? Where is it? Monkey bag.
Oh.
I thought you'd got like a rucksack with a monkey on it or something.
No, it's called the or is it called the monkey sack actually? Monkey sack V2.
We've got the Money Box V1 and the Monkey Sack V2.
Yep, there you go. So at least it handles my nuts anyway. So
Mark's just seen it.
so yeah, still loving the Tesla Invader 4. I'm on the Drop Dead Adia. It's the wrong way around, but on the Drop Dead Adia, some nice fat aliens in there, and on that, I've gone back to Cloud Lemonade. Although all week and all weekend I've actually been on Drifter Crumble Blueberry, which very nice, but then I've got down to that, that little bit where you just want to, yeah. So, hashtag baby sick. So Mark, what are you vaping on?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I've just got the EVL tonight, running on top of the OBS Cube, and I'm running low. I'm hoping that's going to get me through till next weekend. I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Probably not.
You know what? It's next weekend. It's happening. It's happening. It's so close, and I'm so excited.
Guys, thank you very much. Cloudy Lemonade is very good. You know what?
Are you actually going to do a build and get some Cloudy Lemonade on?
No. I'm going to do another giveaway.
Yes.
What?
Hold fire.
What?
It 100% does not contain Cloudy Lemonade.
Yeah, Mark, Gaz knows Cloudy Lemonade is good because guess where he got it from?
C'est moi. No, I'm hoping. However, what? Behave yourselves. What was I saying? I've got V-God, the Cabana, the original one.
Right.
Before they went silver, gold, and all that, just the original. And I'm annoyed that they don't do a 12 mg. You can buy it in salts. Excuse me. You can buy it in short fills, but you cannot
Buy it in 12.
buy it in 12.
Well, can you not just buy it in short fill and nick it up to 12?
Yeah, but then it's not going to be 50-50. Even if I use PG, Nick.
I mean, I'm using the.
Wait, what's in the short
The
fill?
juice you sent me, I'm doing that, and it's running through my K-Fun, no problem. I think it's about 60-40 after the nick.
That'll do. But no, I've got a friend
Well,
of mine.
70-30 with 20 mil
No, 10,
PG
10,
is...
10.
yeah, okay.
It's 10 mils, 50. Who nicked all the
It's
amount?
about 8 mil, isn't it?
70-30 with 10 mil. That'll make it 70 out of 110. So it's going to be 55-45, surely. Something like
It
that.
won't be far off. So I bust over in the freezer. I fear Mark froze. Turns out it was a dramatic pause.
That's scary how good that is.
Quick maths.
Quick maths. Look at Chandler.
I know, sir.
Oh, pack it in.
I love that he's got that ready for that. Oh dear. Right. Is it my turn yet? Or is it
Oh,
Chandler's?
hang on, no, it's got to be my turn. In response to Andrew, no, the purge is in front of me, but no, I'm not. I can pay back.
Woof.
What? Oh, was it the wrong one?
Oh
I'm
dear.
doing maths.
It is. It's about 55, I think.
See, Diddy, if you hit the little diamond next to the chat and click that, and then enter all of your credit card details,
No,
you'll
PayPal.
get your emojis
PayPal.
back.
Cheers for joining us, guys. Thank you very much. We will see you next time.
We'll
See you
later,
Friday.
guys.
Yeah. All right, Chandler, what are you vaping on?
Let him do his maths.
It's alright, I'm doing maths and I can't do it in my head.
Oh.
I very, very nearly waked up my Berserker tonight. Very nearly.
I do like the Berserker.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of it. It's just that little. I don't even know where I've put it. I've neglected it.
I might have to get mine back out, to be fair.
I've neglected it. Where the bloody hell's it gone?
Oh, fuck.
It's on the shelf somewhere.
Who's behind curtain number 1, Chandler?
Hello.
A conservatory back there.
Oh, wow.
Right. Let's draw a line under it now.
Yeah.
I love how Chandler still thinks it's funny.
Fridays only. Fridays is the X-rated show.
Yeah, let's get Friday.
Right, we're all serious, professional. Okay, professional. Fuck that.
See?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Hello, Jimmy D. Kings.
Who? Oh, good evening,
Jimmy
sir.
Keating.
Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your welcome.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Well, if Chandler's mathematicking, I will.
No. Go on. Yeah, go on. What you vaping on while I do quick maths.
Okay, so I've got the same thing I've been using the last couple of weeks. It's been a beautiful setup. I've got the Squid Industries double barrel V3 and the K-Fun on top. I've still got that ephemeral in it, which is fucking lovely. I've also got this little bad boy. Now, I've been using it all week. I will be doing a little bit more of an update on it later, but suffice to say, I've lost the charging cable. So, don't know how long it's going to last. I think I know where it is, but yeah, we'll see. It's on like blue level battery.
Is it in the mod? Have you pushed it too far in, or have you pushed it that far in that you just completely fed all the way through?
I think it might.
Jimmy.
I think it's somehow ended up in the dirty wash hamper because it was in a pocket of jeans which are now in there. So I think that's where it is, but we'll see. And I've also got the ephemeral in that, and it tastes completely different.
We also have another Squid Industries lover.
It is a banging mod. It just does everything. It's so nice for mouth to lung. I mean, I like the weight of it, but it fits that tank. I think it looks cool on there. I just like that setup. I think it looks all right. But then if you want to hit the high-powered stuff, it doesn't eat batteries. The thing I love my Minikin, but as soon as you go above 60 watts on it, you get about 3 hours before the battery sag eats itself, and you're changing batteries. But that's been an Asmodus thing since the beginning of time. So
yeah.
For you guys who don't know, Jimmy D. Kings is actually James Drawbridge.
Ah, Mr. Drawbridge. I've not seen you for so long.
there we go. We've just outed him.
Very long time. Very long time.
Guildflight, does anyone still have those Pegasus mod by Aspire? The one that came with a cool charging stand? No, because they're terrible.
Is it because it costs more than a fiver cast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the Pegasus the one with the spinny thing?
Hey up.
The spinny thing.
Yeah, it had like a spinning like selector in the very top of the mod, just next to the 510, and that's how you selected your wattage. I mean, there was the the E-Cig Eiffel mod, which was like a wireless, which was contactless charging.
Contactless charging. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, you put it on a charging pad like you would your phone. Yeah, it's the Eiffel E-Cig.
Wireless charging.
Yeah, wireless, contactless, whatever you like to call it. Yeah, and yeah, that was the E-Cig. But no, the Aspire Pegasus was a shocking mod from Aspire.
Still can't find this chair emoji that I keep hearing about. What chair emoji? Is there a chair emoji?
I don't know.
I don't get the emojis in Twitch anyway. They're just people's faces.
Diddy, I love him to pieces, but he is the king of the obscure dad joke. So in his mind, it's utterly hilarious, and then it takes me a minute to catch up. I love him, but dad jokes, honestly. He'll agree.
I wonder if it's a VIP thing.
Maybe. The Pegasus was ultimate bullshit.
I do. Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan.
Well, it just broke.
Can't comment.
Just everything apart from you got Aspire. I'm trying to think what Aspire has done that was awesome.
Nautilus.
The Nautilus. The original Cleto.
The Nautilus 2.
Oh, is that,
I think that would have stepped up.
isn't it?
The Nautilus 2, I think, would have good step up to the original Nautilus.
To be fair to them, their tank game is a lot stronger than their mod game.
Don't talk to
absolutely.
me. Don't talk to me about the Minikin 3.
No, I was talking about the Minikin 2, but yeah, the Minikin 3 Mark's already tried to use to burn his house down.
No, you missed Friday's show.
Oh.
You missed Friday's show. Right, so so you drive in. Where'd you put your mod? On your cock.
Between your legs?
On your cock. What happens? You stand up, get out the car, and watch your mod. Because I drives on a hill.
Yeah.
To watch my brand new mod slide down the street. The only thing I could think of, it was like, shit, not the EVL, not the EVL, not the EVL, not the EVL. No, it's battered to fuck. The EVL's fine.
Was the EVL on it?
Yeah. So the I think
it could have been worse. It could have been run over by a passing ice cream truck.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I will give to Aspire is things like the POC X, the AVP kits. Even their first Breeze was good.
No.
I don't think the POC X were very clever, to be quite honest.
The Breeze was bullshit.
The Breeze is pants now, but when it came out, it was good.
No, because
does that make sense?
It was not mouth to lung. It was sold as a starter kit. It was direct to lung.
What, the Breeze?
Yes.
Yeah, but it came with like a battery dock that you could not only charge it through. Yeah, it says Vape Talks offline. Literally, my VT UK just reset. Just refresh your page. My stream just refreshed itself.
Sorry, I just read Nuts' comment. So my boy just came in and said, "Who is that bottom right, Rolf? It looks like Ryan Reynolds."
I will take that. Does
your lad wear glasses?
Really will.
So hang on, are we live or?
Yeah, we're live. I'm watching us now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're definitely live.
But my Twitch page just refreshed itself, which was fucking weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take.
A brain fart, that's all.
Can we change this now to Ryan Reynolds instead?
End of the month. End of the month.
Oh come on! If we ask ask them in chat if they send us some of these
bitties
and the bitties and we'll change that to Ryan Reynolds.
No, but why are we getting not enough iOSs? I reckon.
Right. If we get right, okay. All right. We'll be fair to him. You know, he's had this month. So so the first person to send 10 million bits will change his name to Ryan Reynolds for the month of
you're
September.
frozen, Jono. Jono, you're frozen.
Let it go.
Jono froze.
It looks like he's smelling a fart.
It does actually. It's quite scary.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right. How much to permanently have Rolf Harris? 10 million bits.
No, that's a lot. 10 million bits is a lot. Realistically.
Okay, 500. I've got a shit
We're
ton.
not permanently. We're not permanent. No.
Is that
Why is it me that gets all this?
It was
all
them.
this cack?
It was them.
It was chat.
It was nothing to do with us.
I know. Okay. No. Oh right, yeah. Okay, so somebody must have put the idea in their head in the first place.
I think it was Orgy's fault.
Right.
Actually.
It was the photograph when we olded ourselves, and someone said it looks like Rolf Harris.
Oh, it was Vaped Extreme who paid for it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My Skype had a bit of a meltdown.
It was Vaped Extreme, was it?
Yeah. Shall I do some news before we run out of time?
Nah. Let's just keep talking shit.
There we go. That's better.
You can have my bits, Chandler. I'm married. We don't use them anymore. Amazing.
Did Chandler just boot Bert for 10 minutes?
Yeah, now I found out who it was. Yeah, there you go.
I was going to say, seriously, 500. 500's nothing.
Okay, 1,500.
Nah, 5,000 will do it till Christmas. If we raise 5,000 bits this evening, we'll keep it till
It
Christmas.
doesn't have to be one person, just total bits.
Just a collective.
Yeah. We're going to crowdfund.
No, we need to do it for Chandler's retirement fund, to be fair.
What about Chandler's sanity fund?
Nah, you'll get one bit for that.
Do we say exactly? And do we say the highest tipper gets the box, or?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The highest tipper of today.
I think we should have some fun with it. I think we.
Well, tell you what. Let me do the news. You think of what you want to do with it, and then we will come back and continue this.
There you go. I've got that one, and I've got that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cheers, Pete.
Sorry,
Cheers,
Chandler. I
Pete.
completely forgot.
That's all right. I'll let you off. It's no new. It's the Phenom with the.
It's the fucked mech and the other MCL. Yeah.
The Phenom with the and the gear on top of the on top of the noisy cricket. There we go. That's it.
All right.
It's got all. I kept thinking we're getting bits then. It's going. Jip, 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 jip.
Oh, that's so mean. It's so mean. Right. Okay. So, hopefully this week's news won't bore Mark into tears. So we'll see.
Right, hang on. So
I haven't looked at the show notes. Is it exciting?
If we're talking about big tobacco or any company that's owned by a pod system, lung disease, necrophilia, or money boxes.
Right. Well, I
By the
can
way,
enrage you, Mark.
I've done the maths, by the way. You only need 20 mil of PG and it will make it exactly 50-50. I was right in the first place. I should have gone with my instincts. 20 mil will turn a 60 mil short fill into 50-50.
20 mil of 72.
But just do 10 mil of 72 and then 10 mil of PG.
Yeah, but then that'll make my 50 mil short fill a 70 mil, which will under concentrate it.
Like you'll notice the difference.
I will. I'm a snob.
Mm. Right, news time. So,
see, there's the chair emoji, right?
Because aren't you supposed to put if you want a 60 mil to be 6 milligram, you put two nick shots in it.
What?
Huh?
Right. If you put an 18 mil nick shot in a 60 mil, you get 3 milligram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want it to be 6 milligram or near enough, you put two 18 mil nick shots in it.
Yeah, but you lose flavour.
But isn't that what people tell you to do? So you can either have it as 3 milligram with one nick shot, or 6 milligram with two.
Well, that's down to the person. If they want to rip the throat apart and have no flavour, then yeah, be my guest. Put two nick shots in a 60 ml bottle.
See, for me, I will in a 50, 10 mils of 72 milligram makes it 12.
oh, Gilfly, that was me.
how
I will
much-
take full credit.
Well, to be honest, you know I'm going to get myself in so much shit for this. I can see it coming. You know just had Nick stuff, the 10 mil concentrate bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mix them at 10%.
You see, I mix them at 20.
Yeah, so I mix them at 10. Like, there you go. What's that say? 15 to 20% for best results. I mix it at 10.
Right.
No. Chandler, Cass.
No.
No. Wait, what's no?
No, Matt. Oh, sorry, you want air fried, do you? No.
Right. So, starting off news. Right. So, investors have pumped another $325 million into e-cigarette market leader maker Juul Labs, despite growing health concerns. Right. Give me a second. Where's the mute button? I'm going to mute him.
You can't.
I can. You just have to unmute yourself.
You can't mute admin.
Right. So the money will help finance the US firm's global growth at a time of greater regulatory scrutiny. 35% owned by Marlboro maker Altria. It's been accused of targeting its vaping devices at children, which the company denies. So we had a 19-year-old claimed in court filings in Chicago that he became addicted to nicotine, and he alleges that Juul and Philip Morris violated the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, adopting the tobacco industry's past use of catchy advertising campaigns aimed at children.
What's that act again? Do that act again. What was that?
The Racketeer
racketeering?
Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Okay, there is such a thing.
Apparently, yeah. So it says Juul has recently launched its products in South Korea, the Philippines, and Indonesia, but in the US, the company faces increased scrutiny. Then it also goes on to say how the US Surgeon General has called vaping an epidemic, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said on Saturday it is looking into a cluster of 94 possible cases of severe lung illness. So that's that. They've basically been given a shitload more money. Going off the back of that, we've got an update, because as the last couple of weeks we've been talking about these random kids that keep getting ill in the middle of the States, and 9 times out of 10 it's probably down to the use of spice and THC and that sort of thing. So it said the CDC is investigating a cluster of lung illnesses, and it said that there was no evidence that an infectious disease was behind the illnesses, and that more information was needed to determine whether they were in fact caused by e-cigarette use, also called vaping.
Also called vaping.
Yep.
Right, okay. Like that one. Just in case you're not sure.
Yeah, exactly. The CDC is working with health departments in Wisconsin, Illinois, California, Indiana, and Minnesota, and states have reported 94 possible cases of severe lung illnesses tied to vaping. But patients have experienced coughing, shortness of breath, fatigue. Some had serious breathing difficulties that required ventilation. And apparently last week, the Children's Minnesota Hospital said it was treating 14s aged 16 to 18. The patients did not respond to antibiotics, and doctors said the patient's lungs sustained some kind of injury, and then the lungs began to fail. I don't think THC use is a biological infection. People have been vaping for years, and so why are we seeing these injuries now? Pediatric pulmonologist Dr. Anne Griffiths told CBS News, "My biggest fear is we've been seeing them all along, and we didn't know it because it looks so similar to common diseases." Oh, Anne, I had so much hope for your first comment, and then you ruined it with the second one. It said Health Canada officials, having checked their databases of consumer product-related incidents, said they did not find evidence of clusters of pulmonary disease in Canada. So, yeah, people are still getting ill. They still can't work it out, but they're pretty sure it's vaping. Right, and the third piece of news, because I'm going to try and get through these quickly, because I don't want Mark to get too bored. So this is one that Jono actually sent me over earlier today. And it says the effect of e-cigarette aerosol emissions on respiratory health. A lack of clear communications about e-cigarettes could lead to more deaths due to combustible cigarette smoking. So smokers should be confident that vaping with e-cigarettes is much less harmful to the lungs than smoking cigarettes. And a new article published in the Expert Review of Respiratory Medicine Journal contends that there is growing evidence to show that the electronic cigarette emissions aerosols are relatively safe compared to tobacco smoke. We all know this, but the Centre for Excellence of the Acceleration of Harm Reduction at the University of Catania, where the fuck is Catania? Catania? I don't know. Provides a critical assessment on the research published on the effects of these on respiratory systems. So we've got more people getting behind vaping, which is brilliant. And this looks like it could well be an American body that are starting to get behind it. So it says, for smokers who want to do something about their health, our review shows that switching to vaping is a very good option if they don't want to or can't quit completely. No one can prove that e-cigarettes are 100% safe, but all the science points to vaping being very much safer than smoking. We agree with Public Health England and the Royal College of Physicians of London that it's reasonable to proceed on the basis that vaping is at least 95% less risky and probably even less risky than that. I'm actually going to put the link to this because it's a very interesting article, but it is quite long, and it actually comes with the full review from Ricardo Pelosa and many other doctors from this base. So I'm going to drop that link into the chat if anyone's actually quite interested. I quite like sort of the medical-backed journals. Yeah, you can yawn, Chandler. I can see you. You can fall asleep. Yeah, see... This guy's a dickhead.
Night work. Thank you very much for your subscription. Much appreciated, buddy.
Honestly,
I like the way. I like the fact. I like the fact that these two guys started doing that fall asleep malarkey first, and I just followed suit. And Muggins up there spotted me doing it first.
Yeah, well, it's because I had that weird little Skype window that pops out over whatever you're looking at, and yours was the only face in it, so I couldn't see it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, right. So this is it. I try and put, of course, informative, factual information.
What's worse is that I sent you that info.
I know! And these bunch of cunts are fucking like, oh, I'm going to be bored now.
It's a bit of harmless fun.
Oh, I know. It's all right. I carry on because I know that.
Yeah, please do. I was actually quite interested. I was listening. I wasn't reading chat at all.
All right. Well, in backup, that link that I've put is the article that I've just read, and at the bottom of that article is the full review. So if you are interested in this sort of in the information that is keeping our industry from being regulated to shit, then read that because it's good to have knowledge.
It's actually it is quite informative. I give it quite a good glance
we,
through.
We take the piss, but
I know.
But someone has to. It wouldn't be Vape Talk UK without the piss taking.
Well, no, exactly. It's all right. I mean, as long as they're not making noise, I can carry on talking to those who are listening.
Is that
leaves you in peace to carry on.
What do you think to my kleptomania? No, kleptomania.
What, you like stealing things?
You told me Jeffries was a company.
It's just juicy stolen from Leicester shops.
What is it when you
think of
He
narcolepsy?
stole it as a side project to Juice Horse. Is that
So we've now found out that Mark's a kleptomaniac. Awesome.
Night work. He didn't even bat an eyelid, did he?
That's because the chat was on another screen. I'd switched off the chat. I didn't even see it.
Oh dear.
Is that for that article, Cass?
That is it for the article. But that link is the link's for the article. Read it at your own leisure, preferably after the show.
In more news.
Just
that is it for news. I have some more.
No, there isn't. There is a little news flash.
Oh.
A little news flash. There is a vape meet for the release of the new King's Custard flavour at Vapor Boutique in Nottingham this Saturday.
Well, Jimmy should have come on to announce that, shouldn't he?
Well, Jimmy is in the chat. I invited him in because I want Jimmy to provide the details in the chat, where to go, etc., and what's going to be happening.
Is Vapor Boutique Vapor Boutique still open? I've not heard from Chris in years.
2 years.
Years. And he used to ring me weekly. He just doesn't love me anymore.
No.
No.
Right, I'm just going to look at the notes.
So yeah, Jimmy, if you'd like to post up where the meet is, where to go, parking, etc., then
Parking is a nightmare. I've been to a meet a couple of times. Oh no, there's a little car park around the corner, isn't there?
there is. Oh, in fact, no, it's not in Nottingham. It's in Sheffield. It's in Rotherham.
What?
There's a shop at Rotherham.
Woo! Where?
They changed it.
Ah.
Yeah, I've just gotten on to that, Jimmy. Sorry, my mistake. It's not Nottingham. It's Rotherham.
Mark, I'm going to send you a
Rotherham,
link.
What's the shop called? Because I ought to know it.
Vapor Boutique.
Vapor Boutique. Oh, the Vapor Boutique in.
When you
Okay.
go, Chandler, it looks like a little industrial estate that it's on.
Okay.
But shop,
I've
you
not
go
been.
inside. When you're outside, you think, oh, it's just like a little unit. You go inside, mate, it's massive inside. Nice seating areas, and there's plenty of space, and it's different.
And anyone that goes that wants to buy anything, if you go up to the counter and say Jono sucks cock, that is your code for 20% off.
It's Jono Socks Cock 20.
Yeah. Below me, 20.
Yeah. I've just sent you a link, Mark. Could you pull the image off for me? Banging. Right. So, back to Shawnauts. Right. Should we do a little update on our Tix pods, Mark?
Sure.
Oh, it's next to Aldi. It's all right. I've looked where it is.
Fair enough.
There you go. It's opposite Aldi.
Well, while Mark's doing that, I guess I should start.
What do you want the photo? Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, go on, start.
Right, so anyway, last week, if you caught the show, you'll see that we reviewed the Rinko Tix pods.
It's in Handsworth.
Zach,
Apparently it's in Handsworth, not Rotherham. There you
Zach,
go.
thank you very much for the follow.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we reviewed these little pods and we sort of did the first impressions. Well, we've both been using them for about a week now, and I guess a kind of update on them. So the first things first is the battery life is actually pretty decent, but I am not impressed by the mesh coil. I got about 4 to 5 days of solid use out of it, and then it died. Although it didn't die a slow, painful death, it just went. Like one puff was great, the next puff was fucking shocking. Cleaning this pod out as well is horrible because of all the the fact that it fills up the drip tip. But I'm using the 1 ohm coil that's in it with some non-salt e-liquid, and this is actually performing way better than it did. And it's on half airflow. It's actually performing way better than it did on the point. Is it 0.8?
0.8.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I liked the 0.8 when I started using it, but as it started to go, it was just fucking rank. And then when it did immediately go after that, it was just terrible. But the device itself's good. It's way too heavy to have on a lanyard, so I've just been holding it. Battery life's been good, and it charges ridiculously fast. But I've lost the charger. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed by this. I think with the 1 ohm coils, if the 1 ohm coils are going to be the best ones, I'd go with these. But for the price of the device, it's actually quite impressive. So that's my little update.
I'm impressed. I've used it for the days that I promised that I'd use them, and then my coil died during the show, didn't it?
Yeah, you started to get a burnt taste.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So it may well be that I use very dark e-liquids, not overly sweet, but still, I'd expect more than a couple of days. But the 1 ohm coil is banging. Maybe I had a bad coil.
Yeah.
Will the 0.6 from the PAL? No, they don't. They're a little bit bigger on the PAL.
Yeah, I tried because the power coils are actually basically BVCs, and BVCs don't fit. So yeah. But no, fairly impressive. Right, I'll be back in a second.
Oh, he's off.
It's gone for a scratch.
So what's your final?
Obviously needed a wee.
On it?
Say that again, Johnny.
What's your final thoughts on it?
I like it. It's one of the best pod systems. I didn't think I would.
Value for money?
I didn't pay for it, so brilliant.
No, all right, so you put your hand in your pocket. You paid 35 quid for it. What we worked out, it could be around
35 quid for the quality. For the quality of vape. Yeah. Well worth it. For longevity of coils, somewhat disappointing, but I don't know.
Did you find the same length, same longevity as Kaz did with them?
It's lasted longer than mine.
Oh right, okay, fine.
It's good. The quality was good. The finish was good. They're nice and sturdy. I don't want to say heavy. I don't think that was fair. Cass said heavy. I'd say solid, sturdy, and they're spot on. 35 quid, worth the money if they are 35 quid. Would I, if I was to lose it tomorrow, would I buy another one? No.
Because they're not available yet.
Even if they were.
Your knuckles are a bit dry, Mark.
Hmm?
Your knuckles are a bit dry.
Yeah, was that to me or Cass?
So,
Said Mark.
I thought that.
They only lasted Cass longer because he's too tight to vape it. I'll have you know, I vaped it solidly for 4 days.
Oh,
Fine.
yes.
You look a bit lost it with a Rip Trippers line. That it's like, if I lost this today, would I go out tomorrow and buy one?
Having not watched him in many years, no. I thought it was I thought you were referring to the electrolytes he was drinking.
Well, it was in the same kind of reference, but it's okay.
I thought it was along the lines of Grim Green's Aliens game and FDA game that he plays, where they come steal all his mods.
Oh, just reminded me of something, Chandler. But
Okay. No, that was it. That was all it reminded me of. That was all. By the way, what happened to the other one? The other
The
Rinko
mech.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
Mark
the mech
still
one.
got it.
Has he
I
still
still
got it?
got it. I put a message in chat asking for addresses.
And no one but me and Jono replied.
Okay, you've got my address for crying out loud.
Did you?
It just reminded me when you've said Grim Green, and it was a screenshot that I took on Instagram,
Okay.
and I think it was very, very good of him, very good. But I just love his caption at the end.
Have you got it? Have you just pinged it to us?
I've put it in group. I put it in
Would
chat.
everyone please start
Right, let's see if
smoking
I-
again? Yours sincerely, California.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I didn't. I should have screenshotted that. Let me.
I think it were quite clever.
Yeah. That did you pull that image? Okay, Mark.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in our forever lasting battle with not linking vaping or advertising it to children, some genius Chinese company has decided to release this device.
Oh, sorry, I'm just sharing Chandler's face.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, brain poison.
Yes, there you go. Nicotine, brain poison. Would everyone please start smoking again? Sincerely, California.
Do you know what would have been brilliant if they'd have misspelt brain and put the I and the A the wrong way round?
Ryan.
Brian Poison. I mean, why would anybody want? Because obviously they've covered an entire side of a building with that.
Right. Now,
It must have cost them a fortune.
you see what the little girl here is holding is a vape with essentially a knockoff Game Boy built into it. And this is called the Puff Boy.
The Puff Boy.
She doesn't. Yeah, okay. They're surrounded by toys, but
Yeah, and did you notice
She
the
looks
slyly
like a
put
grown
Game
ass
Boy
woman
color
to
in
me.
the top left corner?
Say that again.
The very slyly included Game Boy color in the top left corner of that photo.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
these are toys. This is aimed at children. And yet this supposed father is laying there reading a book to his child who is playing video games on his vape.
it's his other half. It's his missus, surely.
Chat, what are our thoughts? Andrew, what the fuck?
I think it's the pink and blue gun in the middle that makes, you know.
Well, I think they've done that for the matchy colour, just so it's like
Yeah.
a distinguished colours. But
Yeah.
to me, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. I think it's borderline like, to me, it's borderline like mods that have got a trigger, like a gun.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's just pointless,
those
unnecessary.
those who've got kids, how often do your kids ask to use your phone to play games on it? Fairly often, one would
Regularly.
assume, if your kids are youngish. Yeah. So what if your vape suddenly had games on it? How often are they going to start going, can I use your vape to play some video games on? You turn away for 1 second and suddenly they're vaping on it.
Or that, or they're just constantly holding the fire button down, waiting for the batteries to go boom.
Yeah.
See, Chandler, you're laughing, but it happens.
Yeah,
This
it
is
does.
the kind
You
of
don't-
thing that happens.
Yeah.
I don't see why a mod should have.
No.
Mind you,
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you know,
like
mods-
that is there. Soon to be followed by Sony's game Gear Rat.
His
RCA rather.
Yeah, see, his kids are too busy smoking crack to worry about this. So
I did spend a good half an hour trying to find out how to play Snake on that.
can you play Snake on that?
No.
Does anyone remember the old? There was an iJoy. No, was it Joytech mod? I think it was the Joytech E-Cig Mini, and that had one of the updates on that had Flappy Bird built into it.
Oh.
Just pointless and unnecessary. If you can get a mod, you've already got a phone. Why would you want a game on your mod?
Well,
Draining
exactly.
your batteries when you've got a freaking phone. It's pointless.
Are there 2 mods in the pick? I think there was.
Yeah, there is.
There's one on the floor and
by
one in her
front and then
hand.
what the girl's holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, what's the name of this product?
The Puff Boy.
Puff Boy. Has anyone seen it in the UK?
I haven't yet. No. Hopefully, it'll never make it over here.
All right, guys.
I pray.
I'm saying it. Get in the bin.
Yeah,
Get
in
the bin.
Bin.
I like that.
You need to wipe.
For next time, can we actually edit that so it's actually like a mod or with a ginger beard and a bald head? In fact,
Amazing.
just a ginger beard.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Does anyone know a good vape shop in Leicester? Not anymore, unfortunately. Jimmy, good to see you, buddy. Feel free to drop a link and the details in the Vape Talk UK group.
Right, Jimmy.
You can burn the oil out on the Game Boy mod looking for cheats. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yes.
The Xboxer mod will be next. I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Xbox.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Really, Kaz? Even I got that.
That's shocking. That's utterly shocking.
I thought Cass,
No,
I thought Cass was actually taking the piss. I didn't realise he was being that slow.
No. Oh, dear.
No, I was being genuinely slow. Right. So, let's have a look. What's cool. Right. So I just thought of just posing a small question, and then we'll get into Jono's question. But what is our opinion on so many vapors attaching their names to products? Now, I think it was Diddy because you got the Artery Pal 2 Pro coming out soon, haven't you? And
It's out,
that
isn't it?
is, yeah, that's a Tony B product, isn't it?
Yes.
Refocus.
Now, oh, thank you. Is it going to do it?
I thought it was just a bad network because nothing's actually focused at all on.
There you go.
There we go.
That's better.
So essentially, he's released a product that, and Diddy was telling me earlier that he's releasing products, and it's like with the Pulse. He released the Pulse, and then literally 3 months later released the Pulse 80 watt. So with all of these people attaching their names to products and releasing different versions month after month after month, do we still think it's right that they're using their influence to sell their products? Or to actually create good products? Because, I mean, there are a lot of products out there with very big names on that are actually shit.
It depends on the product. Things like the what Bogan's released and the Saver Vaping Vic, and the what was the one that Vaping Biker, the Basium.
Yeah.
They all had strong editorial role. Basically, they designed. I know Dean the Vaping Biker just went to Dov Pro and went, "Look, I've got this. Can you make it?" Sort of thing. He'd done the whole design thing. Whereas some of the other products, I'm not entirely sure how much influence or how much input the reviewer had.
I hated the Basium, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, it was awful.
I wanted the Basium and I've never bought one. I keep meaning I'm like I want to buy one, but never got. Yeah, it just hasn't happened. It's one of those things where something else then crops up. You know, oh, I'll save up and get one of those, and then something else cropped up.
The Bogan Bonza Met Kit. Again, I think even Bogan's losing his edge with some of the products he's releasing. I'm just not impressed by any of it.
I mean, to me,
at least
it's like a sports star release. Like, say, Ronaldo brought out his own. Well, it brought out his own football boots.
Yeah,
Jordan Nike Air.
Well, whatever. Yeah, like Michael Jordan put them to Nike Airs. Do you know what I mean? But you know, they're a brand name. But if you've got a following, a good following at that. So like Grim Green, his juices, and you know they've put the recoil.
yeah.
You know, good RDA, and some top-notch juice as well.
Mm-hmm.
However, the recoil is designed and made by Grim Green. I don't know who made it.
It was a collaboration with Grim Green and Homeboy OC.
Yeah, and
what
that's
about the Grim Green
no other
Meatball?
there's no other manufacturer on there. That was it.
Yeah.
So
you're specifically talking like for putting the name to a manufacturer.
Anything that they've put their name on, so either they've designed it or their name is part of it. So you know, Wismec used to do it with fucking everybody. It'd be like Wismec and Twisted 420 and whatever the fuck they released. But then you've got things like the Grim Green SQ or the Grim Green Meapod. Now they were sold based on the name. The product was no better because it had their name on it. It was the same product. It just had their name on it. Mm. So it covers all spectrum of that. And I don't know whether it's something that people are really hooked on it.
Right.
Go on.
Let's say E-Leaf came to you and they said, right, one of the best mods of all time, the iStick Pico.
Yeah.
Can we put your bald-headed face on the side and we'll give you 10 grand and we're going to call it the Kazwaka?
Yeah. Greatest name ever.
Greatest name ever.
Do you know what? I'd love it engraved with his face. You flip it over, it just says "Get in the bin."
So a lot of these guys, you know, I don't want to use anyone for an example because it's not fair, and their business is their business. But if someone comes to you. Caswaka. We do need to release the Caswaka. Oh, you've lost me now. If someone comes to you, bearing in mind they've lost all. I know this was happening well before people losing sponsorships and everything on. Anyone else see that?
No. Is there more?
I can see
Matt's
dessert.
got a snack.
Dessert.
The Caswaka. Whacker, like Cool Whip. The Caswaka.
The whacker.
The Whacker.
Tell people to get in the bin with your very own Caswaka.
It's called the Rosy Palm. We actually need to come up with a concept design for this. The Caswaka.
Absolutely.
I've got a feeling it may look something along the lines of a fleshlight.
Why would you put that in your mouth? Do you know what a dribble out of that?
Make sure you have a mod.
Oh,
Your mod
a
is
triple.
also a flashlight, but also a money box.
I've got to fit. We need to.
Right,
We need to.
so
We
what
need to have
the
a VT
point-
UK money box.
Hear
don't
me
we?
out. Just hear me out, right? Batteries on that side.
Yeah.
You open up the other side, you can put your notes in. And your debit
Yeah.
and credit cards. I don't know why I put the panel back on when I didn't even take it off in the first place.
No, the thing is, like MB1815, I'm sure we know who that is. Every industry uses celebs for endorsement. Vaping is no different. If you don't like something, then you don't have to buy it. And I totally agree. This is the point that I was trying to make before I got distracted by lunch. If someone, if someone offers you a check to have your name, good evening, sub, to have your name on the side of a mod, you're going to take it, right? If your name's on the side of something, you're going to promote it. You're going to push it. So by going to, and I'm going to use Sam as an example. They go to Bogan, and they say, right, we want to design this. You know, would you like to have a little bit of input in it? What would you like? Bare airflow fan and all this. He's had his input.
Yeah.
Made it sick as tits. He's going to promote it because his name's on it.
Yeah.
So they're getting free promotion. He may well be, and again, Sam, apologies if you're watching. This isn't about you. So wind your neck in. It's business at the end of the day.
So, do you think that if a reviewer or an influencer has a hand in the design rather than just smacks their name over the front of it, and do you think it's better if they have a hand in the design and it's something that they would vape themselves genuinely, that is more genuine than someone who just slaps their name on the side of every product coming out?
I don't think it matters.
No?
How would you know?
Well, this is it.
You don't. They're going to say that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, whether it was good, bad, indifferent, or an absolute sack of shit.
Because they're paid to.
Well, no, they're not paid to. Yeah, they're paid to, and they may well be on royalties for every unit sold and blah, 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 blah. But their name's on it.
Yeah.
You're going to push the cast whacker as hard as you can. so you get your royalties, but you don't want your name to be brought into disrepute. So
no, of course,
anyone that, yeah, I don't know.
I've just figured out as giveaway.
What's that?
To the person who can come up with the best concept design of the Casahuaca.
Yeah.
So get your pen out, scribble on a piece of paper.
Take a photo and then post it in the VT UK group on Facebook.
And the best design. Do we say the best or the design?
Most original?
Most creative.
Yeah.
The most creative, I like that.
Most creative.
But if it looks too much like a penis, Facebook will ban it. So be clever about it.
Yeah. I know what mine is already. Voice activation. You know, like how Woody in Toy Story has that pull string. Every time I press my fire button, it says, "Get in the bin. Get in the bin."
Sorry. Did he just become Irish?
No, it's not like a leprechaun's hidden in his mod.
Andrew, it's a mod. It's a mod.
Yeah. Andrew's also said, I think Sam would slag it off if the company making it did a shitty job. I think he probably would.
Look what what work company that he, when he smashed it with? What? I can't even remember. But I mean, what would you? All right. So what do you think's worse? Actually pushing a brand that you've put your name to, or giving somebody a mod to promote?
What, like on a review basis?
Not even on a review basis. Example like Pandora Blue.
Right.
So she's put a face to numerous bottles of liquid. Thousands upon thousands of bottles of liquid that she's put her face next to. But then Purge have made a mod named after her.
But then surely that just means that anyone that doesn't like that juice or device just won't like anything she puts her name to, and that's the ramifications that she has to deal with being an influencer.
But I don't want to be told that I don't like it because Pandora Blue's on it. I might genuinely, you know me, I don't like anything.
No.
I am so hard to please. Genuinely, I'm so hard to please. I will find fault with anything, with everything, without fail.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I will. So, you know, I'd hate for someone to turn around to me and say, oh, you don't like Pandora Blue because you don't like her mod. No, not at all. I hate the mod because the mod's shit.
Not because you hate her.
Not because I hate her.
Exactly.
It's just unfortunate that she's put her name to it. Therefore, I'm going to perhaps tar her with shitness because she's put her name to a shit product. But it doesn't mean I dislike her or any other influencer, for that matter. Again, we're not. Sorry, Pandora, if you're watching.
No, it's just an example.
Yeah.
No, and I understand that, and that's partly why I asked the question, because it's just interesting to get your guys' opinion on what your opinion is of people putting their name to shit.
I see what you're doing here. You're trying to take over Jono's section, aren't you? You're trying to make everyone think and trying to.
He's trying to force me out already.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Mine's supposed to be the big question. Fuck off, Cass.
That was the mini question, and now we've got Jono's.
Right, so your section was 15 minutes, so be prepared for 3/4 of an hour to finish off the show. Chandler again, no Instagram, sorry. So
Fine.
right.
Chandler's like, fine, I'll stop looking then.
So the rules will vary to mark.
Yes. We
Yeah.
like this.
Absolutely.
Get in the bin. That guy can get in the bin. Who has hair like that? Literally no one.
You're only jealous because you don't have hair.
Exactly. But because I have no hair, it's a clean canvas for a variety of wigs.
Get it tattooed.
Get in the bin.
Oh, no.
Night work is flawless. Any good, Mark? Yes, if you want to go for a chat, I don't know if you drive in, head to the Hamilton head office. They've got a store at head office, and the guy that works there is an absolute diamond. If you're towards Loughborough way, go in and see Keith. He's the manager of the Loughborough store. I'm not sure who runs the Leicester City Centre store. But yeah, good selection, lots of juice, lots of mods, lots of everything. Mandy, I'll give you my address to send my check. Sorry, Jono.
He will take payments in game over. Pre-TPD edition.
Yeah, pre-TPD.
If it's not
So-
pre-TV, put it in the bin. Right.
Right. So the rules are going to be different for Mark, but for Cass and Chandler, if you opened a vape shop, you started from scratch, what would you call it, and what would your weekly special offer be? Now, Mark, you have to start from scratch.
I want. Leave me till last, because I'm going to be a bitch about this, and I'm going to win the show on it.
Shall I start?
Do it. Obviously, Cass, you work in a vape shop.
Yeah.
I'm taking your narrative away, Jono. You work in a vape shop. You know what you like about vape shops. You know, you probably have a better understanding of a vape shop than the people that own the vape shop. So you being on the front line, if someone gave you Cass, if someone gave you 100 grand, would you open a vape shop?
Not a fucking chance. Basically.
Okay, so we're giving you 100 grand, but you have to open a vape shop. So that's your scenario. Sorry, Jono.
Right.
Sorry, mate.
So firstly, I think I would call.
Sorry. Let me just hold you.
Yeah.
For the winner, there is a bonus round.
Oh. Okay.
Who decides the winner?
The chat, clearly, with the poll.
Chat.
I better get a poll running then.
Better get a poll. Right, so I would call I've got two possible names. So the serious name, I think I would call it Coastal Vapes. Because firstly, I don't know of any other major shops called that, and secondly, I'm on the coast. It seems to work. So Coastal Vapes. My stupid name would be like the bearded baldy dad-bodied vapor, like something stupid. But no, I think I'd go with Coastal Vapes. Did you say weekly special offer?
A weekly special offer. You can't have Coastal Vapes.
Oh, is it already a thing?
This is this is a thing. You've got to be original.
Okay, so in that case, this is hard. Okay, I would call it. No, it's not called a filter vape company. And that's so that's what we called.
It's not oil. Get in the bin.
It's not called a filter vape company, and our special offer would be that if you come in and call it a filter, I won't boot you back out the shop. No, no, I think the special offer would have to be something. I could have a serious special offer weekly, which would be because my favorite thing about working in a vape shop is straight up getting people off cigarettes. Like the people that come in and chat about RDAs all day and go, have you got anything fruity, mate? Like that bores me to tears. But if someone comes in and says, I want to give up smoking, what can you do for me? That's where I get really interested. So I'd sort of say to them, well, okay, and go through them. So the special offer would be simply a decent starter bundle. It's a basic offer, but it would work.
But you consider it a challenge. It's like they're still smelling the smoke where they've just stubbed out the last fag before they've walked in.
Yeah, 100%.
You consider it a challenge, and you think, right, I've got you, you prick. I'm gonna fucking sell you a starter kit.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd do it. I'd make it a little bit interesting. It wouldn't just be, "I'll buy your starter kit and get a free bottle of juice." It'd be like, right, buy a starter kit, and then say, if you don't like it in a week, bring it back and we'll give you another starter kit, and you get one swap plus a couple of bottles of juice. Now, financially, that probably makes absolutely fuck all sense. But the point is that I'm so confident in the product and my ability to help you give up that I'm willing to put my money on the line that you will like the kit that I choose for you, or that I help you decide to find, that you would enjoy and that you won't want to bring it back within a week.
What would your top starter kit be?
Oh, that's a good one. So far, I am drawn to either, and Mark's not going to agree with this at all.
Hey, Don.
The Aspire Pocket, I sell them all day long. They work so well for starters.
Sorry, Cash, you've gone out of business. Chandler.
Wow.
There you go. That's it. He's done. Job done. Game over. Oh.
Well, we get 2 pockets. It don't make a difference how many you get refocused.
Oh.
What would I?
I told you, it's every time you raise your hand.
Yeah, it is. So if I do that again,
you've got to put it close and then bring it back.
No.
Hadouken.
Hey!
Oh no.
Don't mess it up again.
Oh, I know the boy. Yeah.
Didgeridoo vape cave.
Yeah, nice one, Nutsy. Can you guess what the vape is? No, it doesn't work either.
Can you guess what it tastes like?
Just
I don't know what I would.
Just give him a mystery flavour. Can you guess what it is yet? Right, Chandler, let's crack on with this.
Oh. Shit! Diddy wins.
No, he doesn't. Did he? No, all right, hang on.
Uh-oh,
There you
you're
go.
about to get.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh no!
There you go. I'm just getting heady with the power.
I need to take away his rights, don't I?
No, you don't. No, not at all. Oh dear. Right, vape shop. What would I call a vape shop? The trouble is, some of the good names. It would have to be something silly. Chandler's vape shop. I tried to think of something that goes with Chandler, and it doesn't kind of work, does it? Really?
Chenandler's bong shop.
Yeah, but that kind of implies something else. I have actually, Chenadler bong. Yeah, I had thought of that. Chandler's Chuff Palace, but again, that doesn't quite work either.
Sounds like a brothel.
I know. Oh, she really does. So I can you tell I've given this some thought?
Do you like Chandler's Chuff Palace?
Oh. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm really not sure. It'd just be Chandler's Vape Shop or something. I don't know.
No,
What do you reckon?
don't fly. Rolf's new vape juice tastes like loneliness and innocence. For some reason, I knew Chandler's would be the best. I just knew it.
Oh,
we do need to release a new juice line called Rolf's and call it Loneliness and Innocence.
What loneliness just tastes of VG because it's the only flavour that's in there on its own.
And Chandler's like, I've got a long tip.
Oh.
Sorry, Andrew stole that.
We just can't get away from the double entendres, can we? It's
right.
It's just.
What would
your deal be?
My deal. What would? Oh look, this is. I have no idea what my deal would be. Right. Half the trouble I think with folk that vape is that they don't. They can often be very kind of right. This is what I like. This is what I stick to. So it would be a free flavor that they wouldn't normally go for, just for them to try, just to see if they try something different.
Hang on.
Because I was on bakery and it was like bakery's my thing. What the hell's that?
Hang on, let's full screen cast.
Sorry, Chandler.
We said nothing with penis.
It's not.
No. I said
hasn't.
don't make it look too much like a penis.
It's a screen with 2 dials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power, rev, clock, and the fire button. It's the cat whacker. I love how the dials look a little bit like pubes.
Brilliant.
I don't know why he's done it. It looks like what is it, speedometer?
Yeah, that was Alan Burt who's done that. So kudos, my man.
You haven't just sat there and knocked it up yourself, as it were.
Right,
Bert,
Chandler.
Bert, have you put that on the Facebook group?
That's where I found it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Chandler, continue.
Yeah. I was just saying that I was very much bakery. Bakery is all I have. I only have bakery. I have bakery, and then I tried some fruity flavors and got fruity flavors. So yeah, it's to give somebody something free that is of a something completely different to their usual flavor profile. There you go.
Every bottle of juice you give them a croissant. What?
So if they don't like it, do you buy their next bottle of juice?
Ooh.
No, I'm giving them a free bottle of juice. What more do they fucking want? I mean, geez.
I got the feeling your shop's not going to last long.
You don't reckon?
What's your name? What's your name? We need a name to put on the poll.
Hang on a minute. I ought to be doing something like offering free pod system or something, and I've got to be the only shop in the world that sells pods for them, so that when they get hooked on it and they want to come back for the pods, they have to come to my shop.
So basically, you'll be dual
Yes.
with
Pretty
spice
much.
pods.
Spice pods. Get a free spice pod with every.
Get in the bin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, Mark.
Refocus.
Pour moi, I go to open a shop called Mark's Little Shop of Vapors.
Little shop of vapors.
Okay.
that.
There was something that resonated me with Darth Vapor, but I don't know what it was. It was just
The Darth Vapors.
A YouTube reviewer, isn't he?
And
Darth
it's been
Vapor is actually
it's up the on side of Wakefield, isn't it?
But he's Castleford actually.
Castleford. There you go. I knew it was up there somewhere.
Jono and Rolf's audio's out of sync. Speak, Jono.
Check.
It's okay to me. Chanda.
1, 2, 3.
Yours is out of sync.
Is he using his soundboard?
Oh, like I've got 1, 2, 3 on my soundboard.
I don't know. You had a lot of other
really out of
convincing.
sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a refresh.
Do I refresh? All right,
Yes.
I'll refresh. I'll be back in a minute.
Jono's about 1 second out.
Yeah.
Right, spell is then.
Oh well. Hey ho. I'll blame my computer. Shall I?
I just blame Skype. I actually just got an email from Skype saying they still didn't know what the issue with my Mac and Skype was. There we go.
Right, so Mac's Little Shop of Vapors.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your deal of the week be?
My deal would be new filters and oil. So you buy a pack of filters and oil. And the special of the week would be something like, I'd call it "What's good this week?" What's good?
What's new?
No, what's good?
No, what's good?
What's good?
Alright.
Yeah, because that's a common. If you weren't aware, Chandler, that is the first thing that most people say when they walk in the shop. What's good this week?
What's good, or
Right.
what's everyone buying?
Oh God, what are you vaping on?
Stickle bricks.
Yeah, that would be an offer, wouldn't it? What I'm vaping on. There you go.
Me?
You get one puff and then you can get out.
Chandler's like, have some spice.
On my jewel. With an extra long tip.
I've got an ICOS.
How am I out? Am I out? Am I one?
Cass is out now.
I think
2
it
seconds.
might be my computer gimping out, to be fair.
Well,
I will refresh
turn it
anyway.
off.
No,
Okay.
fine, Cass.
That should be fine. Okay, well. Yeah, to be fair, the weak link now in all of this setup is actually Skype. So Skype will come in and out as so on and so forth. Weird.
That has YouTube.
What?
What are you vaping on? Not the crap this shop sells. Yeah, see, so I get a lot of people going, "Oh, I don't like those big ones that they carry around. They look like bricks." And then I'm like, "What was that?" Sorry. I have a lady that comes in, right? And she always comes in and she goes, "Whilst I'm in here, don't vape." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, "It irritates my chest. Can I have 2 Golden Virginia and an 18, please?"
Get in the bin.
And it was like the coldest day of the year. She walks into the shop, leaves the door open, and I'm walking past to go to one of our cabinets, and I shut the door. She goes, "Don't shut that door. It's too cloudy in here. And you know how this irritates my chest." It's like, this is a vape shop. That's like going into a pub and complaining you don't like the smell of piss.
What pub do you go in?
any pub in Norfolk smells of piss. No.
No, just all of Norfolk
Yeah,
smells
no,
like piss, not just the pubs.
they seriously, they do. All pubs
So
in Norfolk. Yeah, yeah.
it's like this is my shop, and I will close the door as and when I choose. Like, honestly, just shocking. But she's vaping, so I don't really get it.
Mm.
I get it.
Oh,
I get it. I get.
It is a bit weird.
I get how frustrating it must be to walk in. Right, you've all been into a shop where you've walked in and you've had to swim in.
Yeah, of
Swimmers.
course.
Yeah.
But we make a point to not make the shop like that because we know what it's like. I mean, on a really cold day, you might get that sort of hanging mist, but it's never like clouded out purposefully.
Paul Harrison has a policy, doesn't he?
Yeah, only upstairs you can vote. Well, no, a cloud anyway.
No, mouth to lung behind counter. Then out of hours, it's clouds.
There you go. Diddy's offended. Bin.
Bin for you.
Offended by what? My face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, most people are, to be fair, John.
I didn't know you half an hour ago, Rolf. No.
No.
Jono's gorgeous.
I'm still hanging on to the Ryan Reynolds comment. I'm gonna go with that one.
I don't even know who this Ryan Reynolds is. Let's have a look.
Is it like Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, like Mark's gonna know
I
who
don't watch
Deadpool
films,
is.
is it?
Sorry, just right. Right? Who needs to go to Specsavers? Who was it?
It was Nuts' little lad.
Oh, okay. I'll let him have that then.
It's just like, right, okay.
Thank you. There you go. See, I'm taking it.
I'd take it too.
Did
You
you?
can't hide behind the innocence of a child.
Taking that quite
I mean,
happily.
this is Rolf. So.
For your information, my boy's thick as shit.
Actually incredible.
See, you've just killed it in one fell swoop.
Hang on a minute.
Oh. Oh dear. What are we hanging on for?
Dear God.
Oh dear.
Right, so Mark, what's your what's it of the week? Deal of the week? Because you didn't actually let us know.
I thought free oils and
Yeah.
filters.
Free oils and filters, right? Okay. Right, so what we're saying, guys. We're saying Cass's vaping by the beach.
No. It was the. It's not called a filter. Vape Co.
I was about to say thanks, Nutsy, for the sub, and then I realised that Jono gifted it. So
I've gifted it purely for that comment. It was genius.
But then in the next breath, he said, "Cass looks like a minion. Get in the bin."
Wait, vaping on Cass? Banana!
That was quality.
What
Oh, that needs clipping. Someone needs to clip that.
Could someone clip banana, please?
That is our new subtone.
So, yeah, what was it? No filter.
It's not called a filter. Vape Co.
Yeah, it's right. So we're going for Cass's. It's no filter. Crap.
Chandler's Chuff Palace.
Getting the big filter Friday. And we're going for Chandler's Spice Till You Die. Or we're going for Mark's, basically, newsagent.
Thanks for the bitties, Dale.
Or just clips it.
Thanks, OJ.
Oh dear. So yeah, so is it? It's not a filter. Spice Till You Die or Mark's newsagents.
Oh, I've lost my. I was supposed to be putting up the thingy, wasn't I? The poll.
Yeah, that does help. You know, poll. Pull, 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 pull.
Can anyone else not see Chandler within the actual Skype chat?
I can see him.
I can.
Oh, weird.
Right.
It's you. I might be on the top, and you might have to drag me down.
Right. For
Arf.
some reason, the poll screen's not working. So let's pull that to the top. No, still not working. So if you think Rolf should win, press 3. If you think Cass should win, press 2. If you think I should win,
Press 1.
press 1.
Threes coming in 3.
Chandler's Spice Till You Die.
I till you die.
Spice Till
Oh,
You
yes.
Die at the Chandler's Chuff Palace.
I do. Do you know? I actually quite like Chandler's
Yeah,
Chuck.
Gareth, orgy, woo!
Oh,
Dale voted
Get-
4.
yeah, excellent, good choice. Yeah,
Is Dale also the person that put hi when you asked everyone to put hello in the chat?
Yeah, just to be different.
Right, so Dale 1, 2, or 3. We'll have you as the decider between.
You can't actually, because I'm sat looking at the results, and between 2.
Oh, I've actually got the poll.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I've got. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, the poll's just not on screen.
No, it
No, Paul's not
I
on
couldn't
screen.
I couldn't do it. It wouldn't show.
Oh, okay.
So with six votes, we've got Rolf.
Yay!
With 4 votes, we've got Cass, and with 2 measly votes, you can all get in the bin.
It was the lowest vote wins, wasn't it, man?
Absolutely.
We're not playing
Yeah.
golf.
No.
Right, so bonus round for Chandler.
Hey.
Okay.
This is probably going to go without saying.
But you've got your first VAT return. What do you do? Do you A?
Change your name.
Okay.
A customer dies.
Hang on. We're assuming that all vape shops pay VAT. Oh no. Let's not go there.
Oh,
that's
Mark.
Oh,
I mean, you could always sell candles as an alternative. Sorry, what? By the way, quickly before your bonus round, we have another cast whacker. This one looks a bit
sorry,
like
what?
pull back.
80 watt single 18650. That's not much of a whacker.
We have a cast what?
Cast whacker.
A cast what?
Whacker.
If you give me this cast whacker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, that says cast knacker, but
Cast whacker. Cheers, Michael. Appreciate
cast
that.
wanacker.
Who was that, Michael?
Michael Donaghy, Guildfly.
Fantastic. Oh, it's Michael. I didn't realise that was you.
There you go.
Guildford, right.
So, right, Chandler, for your bonus round.
Yes.
Bonus question. This, I'd say, like I said, this is probably going to go without saying. A customer dies in your shop.
Yeah. Okay.
How did they die, and what was the murder weapon?
Oh, so
Chandler's
they
mech
didn't
mods.
They didn't just keel over from heart attack then. Are we assuming this is murder
It's in
or is
your
it
shop
accidental death?
Due to
Negligence.
your shop, but what was the murder weapon and how did they die?
Oh, it's murder now.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so could it be
should not be an option.
could it be an accidental death?
Yeah.
Manslaughter. Yeah.
Manslaughter.
Could they as they walk in they trip over the map that says
Do you want me to answer
welcome.
for you? Because you keep asking me the questions. I've
No,
just
no,
given
no,
you
no.
the question.
Yeah, but look, you're saying they died. How did they die? I want because
Literally any death is allowed.
So in that case, they've walked in the door, they've tripped over the mat that says welcome, They stumble towards the counter, and they impale themselves on a mech tube.
Is any
With an extra long tip.
Did anybody else just picture that shop? Were they picturing the mat? And I was trying to work out how many steps it was from the mat to the counter. I'd actually got it in my head. I could see it.
The thing is,
So they stumble,
but they won't
and they end
stumble
up with a mech
they were
tube.
swimming. And they impaled themselves on
One
a
of
met rod
Chandler's
with
tips.
an extra long tip.
On a large mech tube with a ridiculously long drip tip on the top.
Right, that's absolutely fine.
There you go.
Right, that is me.
Oh, Mr.
There you
Yolo Dab Dick Swag has got a question. He's got a question. Come on,
We want to hear this question.
Yolo Dab Dick Swag.
With a name like Mr. YOLO Dab Dick Swag, I'm quite intrigued.
I'm all ears.
Yeah.
And I do want to make sure that Orgy's not hovering over that ban button.
Haven't you banned him from moderator?
No.
Hey, you have.
Have I?
What's the point in discussing vape kits tanks when 60 milligram stigs exist? They fucking destroy everything out there. Definite ban.
No.
Get in the bin.
No. That is a good point. So
It is a good point.
So, luckily, over where you live, the 50, 60 milligram sticks, and apart from the fact that they're destroying the planet, they're single use, they get in the bin, they are a pretty good single use.
60 milligram on eBay in the UK.
No, that's fine.
Would you buy nicotine on eBay?
No, that's fine. 60 milligram. You can buy them in the UK. Now, if I can get on eBay now and buy myself
60 milligrams going to blow my head off.
some 60 milligram Cabano, then I am all over that. What's that? What strength are those?
20.
Oh no, get in the bin. Cubano 6%.
No, and 20 milligram doesn't do it for a lot of devices.
No.
Things like, you know what? I imagine the dual pods might actually have a bit of throat hit if they've got 50 in them. In the UK, they're shit because they're 20. The same with the stigs. I mean, you get the flavour, but the nicotine strength is basically non-existent because it's not 60.
You know what? V-God Stig 6%, all in one, 1.2 mil, disposable pod system in 5 flavours. So that you can get them over here.
Mm.
That stuff has just gone around his head.
Yeah, I think the only reason that the dual manages with the higher nick levels is because it is just so weedy at kicking out.
Right,
Vapor, really.
I'm sat here. I've got bottles and bottles of 50 milligram salts here, and for me to put it in my go-to mouth-to-lung device puts me on my arse. I choke.
Yeah.
It chokes me. You've seen. In fact,
It would do for me.
there we go.
I mean, you have to vape 60 in something that's putting out almost no
Exactly.
vapor.
Exactly. And I think that's what's great about the Stig. The Stig is, apart from it being so environmentally unfriendly, they're not bad little mods. I know I was talking to the guys 2 years ago, whenever they were.
It was at the. It was
Manchester.
At the Vape Collective.
It was Manchester. It was Manchester.
Lifestyle
Manchester,
Expo.
the Manchester Lifestyle. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was given a handful or so of the 50s. And I spanked the shit out of that stuff. I genuinely spanked the shit out of it. I loved it. It was good as gold. But I couldn't justify the cost
No.
of buying them.
It's 16 quid for 3.
Is that what they are on eBay?
No, I mean, when I went to Expo, that's how much they were retail. They were a tenner for 3 at Expo. That's why I bought a pack of 3 because it was a tenner.
Are they still in the box?
I've got 1 left.
Oh, you've been using them then?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I made the mistake of using all 3 at the same time and not being able to remember which one had actually ran out. So I'd go to pick one up and it'd be dead. Go to pick up another one, it'd be dead. So use them one at a time, because if you have more than one, it's game over.
So I was going to say, just when I used to game like solidly on a weekend, like proper long sessions, I used to love having a cigar. I just have it hanging out of my mouth. Well, I just put, like what my dad used to do, get a toothpick, put it in end, and then you could just hold it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I used to love having a cigar. And I did the same with the Stig.
Okay.
And I actually had the same, like, effect, like, just a flavour.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I mean, their Cubano in the Stig pod is actually lush.
It's so good. So good.
However, they are killing the planet and therefore should get in the bin. But the vape is very good. The vape is very good. Chandler.
Hello.
Hello. Do you have some Instagram for us this week, sir?
Do you know, I might have the odd one or two.
So these are $9.95 with free postage for a pack of 3 Cabano at 60 milligram.
That's not bad.
That's a bargain.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's quite good, to be fair.
Sorry.
It's all right. 60 milligram will blow my head off. So
it doesn't. No. On the have you tried the Stig?
No, it doesn't.
I haven't tried a Stig. No.
You'll enjoy it.
And 60 milligram isn't all that strong.
On the Stig. Yeah,
to be fair, Chandler,
I mean,
it doesn't output as like what you're vaping on now.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've got the Juul, and that's got 20 milligram in it, I assume.
Get in.
And that doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, it's all on the output, isn't it? So anyway, there we go. Coil. I've got some nice coils, some nice twisted ones. I just took those because they looked pretty, and I like twisted coils.
They affect my OCD.
Really? Why?
Yeah, they just look unfinished.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. They're just not smooth and.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like somebody's claptoned them and then couldn't be bothered to straighten them out.
Precisely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, those ones didn't look particularly tightly coiled, tightly twisted, but.
To be fair, yeah, actually, that's quite a clean Clapton.
So anyway, there we go. That was that one, and this one just purely because it reminded me of what's her name on who used to be on Coronation Street with hair curlers.
Deirdre.
Deirdre.
It wasn't Deirdre. It was it Nora Batty?
That's Last of the Summer Wine, Chandler.
Okay. Well, she had hair curlers in. But yeah, there you go. It reminded me. I just looked at that and thought hair curlers. All right, and this week's Garish Mod of the Week award goes to this one.
Oh yeah, beauty.
Oh.
That is.
Why? I want to know, why is he wearing a black?
I know.
Fingerprints.
Yeah, but it is a bit Gimpesque, isn't it? Really, to be fair.
Maybe he's about to insert it into his rectum, hence the gloves.
I have no idea, but it was. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit on the garish side.
A little bit.
Is it more than £1? In which case, I hate it.
Yes, it will be. Certainly will be. Yes, definitely. So, what else did I see? Oh, Siam Mods seems to be back in the racking some more of these gorgeous drip tips out. Not quite tall enough for me, but you know, look at them.
You know, Chandler, I'm quite good at whacking a tip out. I mean,
well, yeah, so I've heard.
I'm sorry, that just
But
like
I-
tumbleweeded. Like that was
Yeah, no,
shocking.
I'm fortunate enough to have a Cyan mod strip tip on my Entheon, which I love. But yeah, they're very nice strip tips. So I just thought I'd show some of them because that's Colin Albins, isn't it?
I believe so.
Because yeah, Snibbler is Albins backwards. It's taken me this long to realise that. Do you know that? I've only just realised that Snibbler is Albins backwards.
Did you know Evian is naive backwards?
Yes.
Really? And they have removed gullible from the dictionary.
No, Evian is actually naive backwards.
No, it's straight up is.
It is.
No, it would. No, it was.
Write it out backwards. I'm not lying.
No, it was Mark's reaction. You were like, "Did you know that Evian is naive backwards?" And he just went, "Yes."
Yes. Shit.
dear.
Sorry, Dale. Thank you very much for the bitties.
Oh, dear.
Chandler, I'm surprised you haven't shown the bonsai coil. The one that I sent you.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. See, Jibber Jib's coming back again. saving that till last. Yeah, saving the best till last. There, you know.
I've just made an order on eBay, by the way.
What for stick pods and 60?
They'll be on the website.
What he's got to do though, he's got to save them for the iOS, and then we can all watch a 7'9" man fall on his ass.
What you don't know is that they're filled with spice.
Yeah, they're not from Missouri or Minnesota, are they?
No, they're from Birmingham.
Oh.
Definitely filled with spice. You're right, mate. You're the Steeg.
Right, what we got next, Chandler?
I saw this one. I saw this one next,
It's like a purge.
and I took one look at it and thought, look at the state of his fucking hands. Look at that.
Probably just finished polishing.
Yeah, but it's a right mess. Look at that. It's just no. If a mod does that to your hands, then no. You just don't, do you? You know.
I've
you
been a fan of Matthew Wagerman for a very long since I started vaping, and I found out it was actually etching mods.
Oh, now that we're the only
It is-
UK
it is
vape
a
show, we
nice
need to be more professional, apparently.
No. Get in the... Hang on. Where's me button? Get in the bin.
Hang on a minute. Where's Badger?
Badger's on holiday. I wouldn't say where he was then. I didn't want to...
He is 1 hour removed because he said at the beginning he's been waiting for an hour and realised he was in the wrong time zone.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Didn't even notice Tom had come in.
New product alert.
Go on.
All right. Couple of weeks back, I mentioned the gas mods Harla. Do you remember the RDTA squonking thing?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Gas mods have now released a pod system.
Okay.
Look at the state of that.
That's
There you
not
go.
something to be proud of, is it really?
Wow.
No.
Do you know who else has released a pod system? Squid Industries. You know what that fucking looks like, don't you? That looks like a Dicodes.
It does, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a pod. It looks like a tiny mod with an Atty on the top.
It looks like a tiny little Dicodes Danny box or something.
Yeah. Tiny Danny box with an RDA on the top, basically.
Look at me talking all high end. Jesus Christ.
I know. Look at you. I'm surprised you know what a Danny box is.
Get in the bin.
I know. I accidentally clicked on it when I was on the Creme de Vape website, and then I quickly removed myself after seeing those prices.
There we go.
I was going to say best of 300 quid. I mean,
There we go.
Hi, Big Tom TVC. Yes,
We're with you with that, Tom. That's not a pod. That's a Dicodes clone. It is. It looks like the Dicodes Mini. Or either that. Does it not look a little bit like? Do you remember the? Sorry, we're on Chandler.
That's fine.
Do you remember
Is that
the rig mod the series rig mod.
What, the rig pig?
The
Oh yeah,
rig
yeah,
pig.
yeah. Rig
Does
pig.
it not look like the rig pig to you? A little
No.
bit.
Little bit.
A little bit. It's a little bit like the double barrel as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't
I'd say it
far
looks more
off.
like a
Thing.
double barrel than a rig pig.
Yeah.
I know the rig pig had that slant to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
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 But no, interesting.
Wave.
Next new product. You ready for this one? So the new product is not the billet box.
Oh, it's the coloured screws.
It's the coloured screws. Rock mods have got anodized. Are they anodized or what?
Right.
Cerakoted. There you go. Cerakoted screws.
I'm not sure they're Cerakoted because maybe they are because I saw a photo.
It says Cerakoted at the bottom.
Okay. I saw the photo of the pad of paper that he got, and he got them all in where he'd done them, and I was like, surely that's going to affect the thread on the screws, blah 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 blah. But then obviously if it's just the top that's been.
But how much are they charging for these Cerakoted screws? This is the real question.
About 50 quid probably. If it's a billet box
don't
freaking
know.
product.
I'm with you on that, Jono. I'm as cynical about the billet box as you are.
Do you know what, right? I think it's a great device. I would love one, but sorry, forking out 400 and odd quid for a freaking mod.
I'll do you one for 300.
No.
No, not a chance.
I mean,
No.
it's basically a
300
pod
for a
system
billet
that
box,
takes
I know.
itself too seriously, isn't it?
I mean, you can get this. I mean, what Dot Mod released, they're well,
They're
it's basically-
AIO.
essentially it's a lesser version of a billet box, but I think it looks better.
It's had rave reviews.
So I mean, I think it looks better than a billet box,
Yeah. Mm.
especially the etching on them now. I've seen like the laser etching what they've put on it.
I haven't, no. But thing is, Dotmod, for all of their letdowns, they have always made very pretty looking devices. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
See, you say 350, Tom, but with all the accessory and everything, you're probably talking about 450 quid.
Did you used to own one?
I had a clone.
In all seriousness, though, do you remember we had the guys from KRV on? No, it wasn't KRV,
Yeah.
was it? Was it KRV?
No, it was the
KVR.
the bridge.
KVR. I've not seen anything from them since they've been on the show. I think we may have destroyed their brand.
Oh dear.
Ooh,
Well, is it? I mean,
that's not good.
the guys that made the North Bridge, right?
Yeah,
And yeah. What?
I've not seen anything from them since they were on the show, and I've not even heard from Kev.
They've now got a team with a
Oh,
few.
Big Tom says KRV, they're smashing it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've got a few people representing for them.
So we haven't destroyed them; they've just grown beyond us.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. Also, do you know what else? No one else is talking about that fucking Shiwi website. No one's talking about that anymore.
Who we?
Shoot.
That was a big flash in the pan piece of bullshit, wasn't it?
It's an unfortunate turn of phrase.
Absolute crock of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
Chandler. Next.
No. Right. Okay. I found a few photoshopped posts,
Boobies?
and I mean, look at
wow!
that. Is that awesome or what?
Someone's
Basically
spent
just
some
cut off
time.
Pandora Blue's hand and just melted it to a pineapple.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. I thought, whoa, that's impressive.
And look, they've got clean hands, Chandler.
Yeah. Oh. And now that one freaked me out. Donut.
Jesus.
You could give yourself a hand job whilst giving yourself a
doing-
hand job.
You don't even have to clasp.
Hand jobception.
You could slip a digit in.
Like dribbling a basketball.
Ew. Oh, thanks,
See
Mark, for that
what
image.
And if you're with your missus, if whilst you're working the money maker, you could just put your dick through your hand. It wouldn't get in the way then.
What, does your dick often get in the way?
Always, mate. It's massive.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next one.
What is this show even become, honestly?
Oh, this one's the Yeti. It's a thing with hands morphing into things. Yeah, that one rather freaked me out.
I really
captioned that Planet of the Vapes.
I really want to meet Nick Shots.
I know. Their page is full of them.
That's the name of my vape shop. Can we go back?
Yeah.
My vape shop is now called Nick Shop.
We'll just rewind.
Lol, the money maker. I didn't even realise that. Oh god, that's horrific.
I know, isn't it?
Right, there is nothing wrong with a bull pussy.
No,
No, but when it's got hands sticking out of it.
What, a pussy hand?
Yeah, it can give you a hand job whilst you're spanking it. Can you imagine the noise that cat makes? Right,
let's be honest, it's better to see these edits than Yummy Mummy from Stoke with her tits out with Poundland e-liquid.
Tom, I disagree.
Well, I tell you, I found and the winner of the Photoshop edit of the week.
You can't decide the winner. We have to decide the winner.
All right, okay. Well, let me show you this one, and
Come on,
you can think.
We want to see Siobhan with her tits out.
This has to be the best Photoshop edit vape shot. There you go. How's that for some Photoshop?
Oh dear God!
Right,
I mean, you can't even tell that they've been edited in, can you?
Look at the proportions. Look at the size of the lemons.
It's like come from a bonsai tree.
It's like a 5-litre bottle of juice.
Yeah, they're not 60 mils. Then yeah, you're right. 2-litre bottles then.
What's in the jug? Your Nick Shot.
Oh dear.
They 2-litre chubbies. I'll give you a 2-litre chubby.
2-litre chubby.
Leave it for Friday night. Leave it for Friday night.
No, we're beyond that point now.
We ought to make notes for Friday night. Things to revisit. Oh dear. There we go.
Here we go.
And
Boss.
yeah,
Hang on, Boss Lady. Boss. Hang on, wasn't Boss Mandale?
Quite possibly.
Have you actually put Dale's missus on?
Don't think so. Have I?
Next.
Stop.
What? Hang on. What makes me laugh is there's a bloke playing the lute in the background.
That's what got me. This bloke in the background with his mandolin,
Looking over creepily.
Yeah, quite happily playing his mandolin, having a little strum in the background.
Can I serenade you, my dear?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm having a little strum in the background, so...
Do you want to taste my juice?
Easy. And as Jono alluded to, I've saved the best till last. Coil of the week. Probably coil of the century.
Oh, you're hyping it up now.
I am hyping this up, but I mean, look at that.
But that sofa is shocking. Oh, not again. Fuck off with these.
Sorry, but
we had that last week, or the week before.
No one.
Yeah,
I just put it in the chat. That's all.
That was you've seen it in the chat, so yes, you have seen it, guys. It was in the chat because Jono put it.
We've done this, guys. Have you seen this before on the show?
No, it was in chat. It's me. Yeah, because Jono put it in the chat.
Hey, because you slandered it straight away.
I did. But I'm sure we've had that. I've said it.
It looks like a bunch of old man pubes.
Yeah, Oggy said no, we haven't seen it.
Oh.
See, and Oggy is the he's the definitive. If Badger was in, he'd be telling us no, we haven't seen it.
So Big Tom just said that's one shit bonsai tree.
It does look like my granny's minge. It's just on what? I have to know. What?
The question, what I need to know is, how do you know what your granny's minge looks like?
Dead silence. No, it's too good. It's too late. Oh, grim.
She's been dead 20 years.
Oh my god.
What was I going to say? What's with the barbed wire around the root of the tree? That would make an awesome cast wig.
I'm going to come on now with a selection of wigs each
Whacker.
week.
Selection of wigs each week. A wig a week. Wig of the week. I think
Wig of the week.
Wig of the week.
And one day I'm just going to throw in a pubic wig just to really send you guys off.
Right, okay.
No. Purple rinse.
So there you
It does
go.
look like the Purple Rinse Brigade. Look at the colour of it. They've got their colour correction so far out. It's unreal.
It is a bit on the purple side, isn't it? Yeah, quite rare.
It doesn't look as.
So anyway,
It doesn't look like. I don't look like cotton bacon. I don't care what anyone's saying.
No, that looks like
like-
that bit of
looks like
cotton that
nylon.
always gets stuck on your coil when you pull the old cotton out. It's always that one shitty little bit of cotton that always sticks around, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm burning you off."
pretty much. So
You could
there you go.
fuck
That is what I've seen on Insta this week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we're about
Yeah,
there.
so I think we ought to be. I like Diddy says that we can Photoshop Kaz.
Yeah,
I think we should.
Yeah.
I'll do it for next week. I'll Photoshop myself into a series of wigs, or just me onto a load of vape babes, just to see your reaction.
Oh, you've just given me a challenge.
But what you've got to do is make sure that you find an image of seminal fluid. Yeah. Anyone hanging around for a quick hangout?
I'm going to scoot because I've got to be at work at stupid o'clock in the morning.
I'll be about.
Jono?
I'll be about for a
There
bit.
you go.
Cass? For a
No,
bit?
I'm heading off. I'm gonna go to sleep because I've got work tomorrow.
So have I.
Just Jono and I then.
Indeed.
Let me
Come on, Cass.
create a hangouts.
John Arthur, Cass.
You can
Busted vapor.
you
What a
can
prick.
carry on talking.
Wow. Well, yeah, but you got to end the show. This is how
Actually,
this works.
I want to have like next week to have the wig whacker.
The wig whacker.
Wig
Wig whacker.
Cracking.
The wig. Excellent.
Right.
Well,
Did he? You still didn't tell me why you're offended.
no. But if you haven't already, hit the follow button at the top of your screen. It looks like a heart. If you've not already done so, please subscribe. That does support us here at the channel, unlike YouTube, who are a bunch of cunts. And thank you for watching this beautiful show that we have so much fun making for you guys.
Thank you very much. We will see you next week. No, we won't see you next week. We'll see you Friday.
later.
We'll see you Friday. Cue the outro. Bye bye, motherfuckers.
VT UK.